When you're 2-0 up with 5 minutes to go, no matter how the game's going, you should be winning that no matter what. Hi guys, and welcome back to another video here on Reading FC Away Days. I'm James, and today we're going to go ahead and sit down and talk to you guys about Reading's recent game against Derby. Now, the final score was 2-2, but if you go back 5 minutes before the 90th, Reading were 2 goals to the good. Now, listen, I'm probably a bit emotionally charged after the game because of what happened, but listen, that's unacceptable. Derby, I'm going to get all this Derby praise over and done with to begin with. Derby were fantastic on the day. Derby didn't deserve to lose on the day. Derby played well. Listen, in my opinion, Derby are going to stay up, and I think we're in serious trouble. Their passing movement was absolutely fantastic. Watching them play, they played really good football. The way they were able to knock the ball about, a lot of the time it didn't trouble us in the final third, but it still got the Reading players moving. It was starting to fatigue the Reading players, and in my opinion, Derby played the much better football of the two sides, and I think that's something that everybody can go in and agree on. They had 70% possession. Just having a look at the shots, like Derby had 16 shots to Reading's 9. They had 5 on target to our 3. 10 corners. Derby were in complete control of the game, in my opinion, but Reading had a 2-goal advantage 5 minutes before the end, and in my opinion, that's absolutely despicable. You shouldn't be losing a 2-goal lead 5 minutes before the end. Listen, Reading took the lead in the first half through a Junior Hoilett goal. It was an absolute screamer. Fantastic goal by Hoilett. He's put it top bins. There's no way the keeper was getting to it. It was a fantastic goal by him. Arguably, Reading could have been in front before that. Andy Carroll had Reading's only other shot on target, other than Hoilett's 2, saved by the keeper, the goalkeeper was, for Derby, was Ryan Alsop, and look, it was a fantastic save. Great to get down to his right hand side and to keep that out. Barbara Rahman had the chance afterwards but couldn't finish the ball, couldn't put it in the back of the net. Look, it was good performance by Derby. It was nothing by Reading. Hoilett scored a good first goal. Second goal was also decent. It was headed back across goal. Junior Hoilett was there, put it through Ryan Alsop's legs, and Reading were 2 goals to the good. It was completely against the run of play though. Derby were just putting so much pressure on Reading for the whole game. Reading came out in the first 2 minutes and put pressure on Derby. They were running, they were chasing down balls, but after that, Reading were content to just sit back and just let Derby have the play, let Derby have the possession, let them control the tempo of the game. And every time Reading were on the counter-attack, yeah, sometimes it looked like it was going to work, but it was just a one-and-done tactic by Paunovic today. It was literally, let's lump the ball up to Andy Carroll. He'll win the flick on, let's say, 7 times out of 10. But for them other 3 times, he might get fouled in 1 or 2 of them and the ref won't give it. And the other one, he'll lose it. It was a one tactic, and it did not really work, in my opinion. Yeah, one of the goals came from a flick on from Andy Carroll, which was touched down by Hoilett. And Hoilett just with an absolute worldie into the back of the net. But at the same time, goals like that don't go in every single game. Like, that's going into Rose-Ed sometimes. I don't want to sit here and be negative. I don't want to sit here and be like, Reading was shocking, Reading are going down. But looking at the reality of it, it's a shocking performance overall. And when you're 2 goals to the good with 5 minutes to go, you should never be dropping the 3 points. I put a tweet up, and look, Reading were 2 goals to the good against QPR with 10 minutes to go. They dropped at 2 points there. Reading were 2 goals to the good at half-time against Blackpool. They lost 3-2. They dropped 3 points there. That's 5 points straight away that we've lost out on. Reading were 1-0 up against Hull with... Well, they were just cruising, really. Hull had 1 shot on target. I made a video on it. Hull were just shocking. Again, they conceded. That's another 2 points dropped. And then today, they were 2-0 up with 5 minutes to go. And they dropped 2 goals. And look, you can't be losing. That's 2-goal leads. 3 games with 2-goal leads. And you've dropped the points in them games. It should never be happening. The whole game... Look, I only included that one because Reading were playing so well. Reading were actually playing like decent football. And it was just shocking. Like, the goals even as well. Luke Southwood for the first goal, he made a big mistake. He's dropped the ball when he arguably could have punched it away. I'm not here to sit here and complain about players making mistakes. And listen, I know I do it sometimes with players, and maybe I've got a bit of an agenda. But look, Luke Southwood dropped the ball, arguably could have punched it away, and Colin Kazim-Richard was just the first to react to it. Second goal, again, it was down the left-hand side. Barbara Rahman was getting absolutely rinsed by the two on the right-hand side for Derby. And I think it was Nathan Byrne that put the ball in. And it's good, absolute bullet header by Curtis Davis. Look, there's nothing really I can say to that. It was a fantastic goal by Davis. Or Davies, should I say. But look, Reading should have had a penalty in the last minute. Like, I don't know if it was. I haven't seen it back personally. I've only spoke to people and seen people on Twitter say about it. But look, Curtis Davis handballs it in the last minute of the game. I don't know if it's a handball or not personally. Haven't seen it back, but from what I've spoke to and who I've spoke to, it sounds like it was a handball, and it sounds like Reading again have had a penalty by a handball denied in the box once again, which again I'm not really too surprised to say that that is the case. But look, in my opinion, Reading shouldn't be dropping these points. Look, I said it previously about how Paunovic is under a lot of pressure, and with this result today, if he gets sacked, I'm not going to be surprised at all. Personally, I think his time should be gone. He's lost the dressing room. The players don't seem to be playing for him. The team is not a team. It's all individuals out on that pitch. And look, in my opinion, I just don't agree with what Paunovic's tactics are like at the minute. He just gets it wrong. His game management is poor, and I'm sorry to say it. Look, I don't want to have to sit here and be like, Paunovic needs to be sacked. But in my opinion, if I was in charge, he'd be getting the sack. Who do you bring in? I have absolutely no idea. Daniel Farker, maybe. I doubt he wants to come to this club. Who else is available? Jovankovic. I highly doubt he's going to want to come as well. And then Joby McAnuff's the only other one that I can think of. Look, he did a good job at Leyton Orient last year. He's the only other manager that I can think of that maybe might want to come back to Reading. But yeah, that's going to do it for today's video, guys. Look, all praise to Derby again. There's not really much else I can say. Praised them a lot in the preview, and for me, they were the better footballing side. And again, they were just a good team. Praised them a lot in the preview. Got a little bit of abuse from Derby fans though, which I was a little bit confused about, because I praised their team and they just decide to just not take the praise. But yeah, it is what it is. That's going to be it for today's video, guys. Hopefully you've all enjoyed it. Don't forget to tell me what you thought about the game in the comment section below. I'm always interested to find out your guys' opinion. That's going to do it though for today, guys. Hope you've all enjoyed it. See you next time. Peace.